I don't know how to say this, but over the last few weeks, I've done something pretty dirty. I have done the Instagram follow and unfollow thing, and it doesn't feel good, but there's reason for it. One of the things that I want to do this year is to do a different marketing experiment every single month. Take something that somebody maybe asks me to try, or take something that's common practice in the marketing world, such as following and unfollowing. And rather than just bashing it, rather than having an opinion on it, I actually want to do it, report back the results, and share with you exactly what happened and exactly my thoughts on that process. So one of them things was to try Instagram unfollowing and following. Does it get more followers? Is it beneficial? Is it spammy? What are my thoughts on it? Well, for the month of January, the marketing experiment in January, that's exactly what I tried, and that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about in this video. When I decided to try this follow unfollow thing, my thesis before was that I would probably see no benefit from it at all. I would probably get a lot more followers on Instagram, but probably not the right type of followers. So I'd probably just end up getting kind of low quality followers that have no real relationship with me and have no real need or want to engage with me on Instagram. And for me, social media platforms is all about that, being social and speaking and chatting and getting to know new people and networking. And so growing your audience, growing your followers of people that aren't actually going to talk to you, there's no real benefit for me in that. And I thought that doing this experiment, that is the type of people that I would get. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what I actually did. Well, in order to try and make this as beneficial as possible, I decided I wanted to use or try and do a bit of research on tools that I could use to do this follower unfollower thing. And the tool that I found was this one here, Stim Social. And Stim Social is meant to be a follow unfollow tool that allows you to choose somebody that has an audience that you want. Let's say I want to follow people that have an interest in Gary Vaynerchuk, or I want to talk to people that have an interest in Gary Vaynerchuk. I can put Gary V's title into Stim Social and it'll then start following and unfollowing his followers. The kind of reasoning behind that is that you start to get followers that also like Gary V, and hopefully they like your content too. And it's meant to be better quality than going after a hashtag and following people after a hashtag, because anyone can put a hashtag. So to use Stim Social, essentially you go to targets, accounts, and I want to make this very brief because I want to get to what actually happened. And what you do is you add an account. So for example, if I type in Gary V comes up, I add his account, Stim Social will then start following his followers, and then it'll start unfollowing his followers at the same kind of rate. And it's meant to be safe, and it's meant to be all this and that. But what actually happened? Well, if I go to the reports and look at growth, I started with 8,454 Instagram followers down here at the beginning of January. And I started following people, and it started to get me followers. I was getting like 30, 40, 50 followers a day from this follow unfollow thing. And then essentially it got to last week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm not enjoying this at all, and I don't like the fact that this thing is running on my account. So I decided to stop the following, unfollow everyone that I had followed, and just go back to where I was before in terms of the people that I followed. And what happened was I started to lose all the followers that I'd gained. So people started to unfollow me. If you look here, minus 16, minus 28, minus 47, minus 22, minus 19. In the end, I got 300 new followers. So 300 new people followed me on Instagram. Saying that, a lot of them will probably continue to unfollow me. And so I'd imagine in the end, I might have something like an extra 150 followers. But like I said, I have not seen any real benefit to these new followers other than an ego vanity metric of more followers. I haven't had any direct conversations with people that I've followed as a result of this tool. What it does is when you follow somebody, it mutes everyone that you followed, and so you don't even see them in your feed. And so I've not seen any real benefit to the follow unfollow thing at all, which is kind of what I thought at the beginning. I can see why people, if you have an account that all you want to do is pure growth, for vanity metrics or because you're, which is a horrible thing, but if you're an influencer and you're trying to get brand deals and you need more followers to get brand deals, using a tool like that to then say, well, I've got relevant followers because I follow my audience or people that like Gary Vaynerchuk, for example. I mean, that's everything that's wrong with the influencer marketing space right now, but that's another video. So going back to this, it kind of just seems that everyone that followed me was people that were essentially doing the same thing, because everyone that's followed me has pretty much unfollowed me since I started to unfollow them. Would I recommend doing follow, unfollow to grow your Instagram, to build your audience? No, not at all. It's generated me 300 extra followers, but those 300 followers mean nothing. Nothing whatsoever. It's a vanity metric. It's a metric that's purely there for ego. I'm getting no benefit financially from these new people. I've not had any conversations. I've not built any new relationships with these people. I'm not seeing their content in my feed, so I'm not being inspired or motivated by seeing the content that they're producing. And it just feels like the people that have followed me back are the people that are using tools like this as well to maybe automatically follow and unfollow everyone that follows and unfollows them, which is definitely a problem with the whole Instagram platform. A lot of it is bot driven, like fake likes, fake follows, fake unfollows. And me doing this experiment has just exactly proven my thesis on, yes, I've built an audience or generated more followers, but I've not had any benefit from that. And so I would definitely not recommend it going forward. Also, not to mention that Instagram are cracking down on things like this, where they don't want people to be using bots and tools to increase their growth. They want people to actually engage on the platform. And so I don't think that it's a smart move, because Instagram will find you and they'll probably end up banning you or putting you on a shadow ban or just removing you from the platform altogether. So you might build an audience, but you'll lose it just in a day. And at the end of the day, we're playing on Instagram's rules. It's their park that we're playing on, and we have to play to their rules. If they don't want bots and they want to get rid of you because you're using a bot, then tough. What I'm going to do, rather than this follow and follow thing to build my audience, is continue to start new conversations with people. So I love going into hashtags and finding people that are posting great content and just engaging with them, actually having a real conversation with a real human being. Imagine doing that to grow your social media. Imagine having a real conversation with a real person. So I love just searching for hashtags that are relevant to me, like entrepreneur, entrepreneur life, business, speaker, whatever it may be, and going and seeing the photos that are there and just engaging with the real people and starting conversations with them. Because if you get 5 followers a day, but those 5 followers are coming from real conversations in Instagram DMs, that is so much more beneficial and powerful than 100 new follows a day from people that are just following you because you followed them. And it's probably just a bot, and so they're probably unaware of the fact that you followed them and they've followed you. So Instagram follow and follow from me, thumbs down. I hope to do some of these marketing experiments and tell you that these things are great. If you've got any marketing experiments that you want me to try, please let me know in the comments, send me a message and I will try them. I'm going to be doing one of these marketing experiments every single month to see whether they work or whether they don't work, and so I can report back to you. And hopefully by doing this, we can cut out some more crappy marketing and get back to basics, back to things that actually work, which is building trust and relationships with real human beings. Don't forget to drop a like on this video. Don't forget to leave a comment, share it with someone that needs to see it. Much appreciated. See you in the next video.